Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to Married with Baby Cat. Again, episode 8, I believe.
I think so.
Here with my lovely wife, like always, Melissa.
Hi.
So it's going to be an interesting one. This is, not that every other one isn't interesting, of course, as well. But this one's especially interesting because March is...
Metal Month!
Metal Month! Okay, so we're going to have some metal-themed podcasts coming up for the next couple, at least.
Yes.
Hope to get some special guests maybe in the next couple weeks.
Some metal experts in
Metal
here.
experts. Metal perts. I don't know what the word would be.
What?
I was trying to combine it into one thing. It just didn't work. Okay. So today we thought we'd kick it off, Metal Month, with we're going to try to come to somewhat of a consensus, I guess, on a top 25 list of metal bands.
Yes.
So we each came up with our own, and we're going to argue why we put them in that spot.
Yep.
And
why Kevin's wrong on all his picks.
now, I'm not quite the metalhead that Melissa is. If you know us, you know that's true. So my metal list is going to be very tame, I believe.
Probably.
And probably a lot of people will make fun of me who are true metalheads to listen to this.
But I mean, that's the beauty with metal. I mean, even my list is a little all over the place because metal has evolved from, so many different genres. So many different bands, too, were considered metal at one point, and now they're not. Like, you made the point, Zeppelin was considered metal, and they're definitely not that anymore. And we had a hard time thinking about, Van Halen at one point was that metal, or should we consider that metal? I mean, we think we decided not to, but...
Right.
Because I don't even think they're like hair metal, to be honest. I think they're just, I don't know. I don't even know what Van Halen is. I guess just
rock.
Just awesome.
Yeah, just amazing.
They just go in the awesome category. But, things like that, it was just kind of hard, figuring out who to go with on some of these metal bands. But it'll be fun.
Right. And disclaimer that, at least some of my choices, they might not be considered, some of these bands might not be considered metal now, or maybe later in their career they kind of moved away from metal, but at the time when they were around they were considered heavy metal,
which we'll talk about because, like I said, I have some of those bands on here
and
too.
In general I think they're just considered heavy metal.
Yes.
There's that fine line between hard rock and heavy metal. Those bands hard rock, now they're heavy metal, now they're hard rock, it's kind of a lot of times one and the same.
Yes.
I think so. We might have, especially me, I might have some bands on here that people are like, that's not heavy metal. Well, maybe not anymore because things have changed so much. But at the time when they were their biggest or whatever, they were definitely a forebearer for metal.
Yes.
A precursor to metal. A grandfather of metal. So, okay. So let's kick off the list. Hopefully everybody enjoys this. What do you got as... So I guess we'll go into our honorable mentions, right?
Yes.
So these are some of the bands that we thought of, but I guess didn't make it to either one of our lists?
Yes, they didn't make any of our lists.
Okay. So who do we got?
So the first one is Godsmack. And the reason they didn't make any of our lists, because A, they had like 3 good albums in the beginning, and then I don't know, they went off, I don't know what they did after that. And the new single is terrible. So that's why they didn't make my list.
Yeah, they're probably like... We're doing top 25. They're probably like 29 or 30 for me. Maybe lower if I really started to really think about
they'd be a lot lower.
But I was never a huge fan of theirs. Guy's got a decent voice, but I was never really a big Godsmack fan.
I like them. It's just in recent years they kind of haven't been very good, so they kind of went down the list. But yeah, so Godsmack's one. The next one is Testament. Mm-hmm. Which was our band.
The band that brought us together.
Didn't make our list.
No, unfortunately. Just going through it. Again, there might be like 27.
Yeah.
But
another band that didn't make our list that I'm just writing in now is Anthrax.
That's
I know
true,
a lot of people are going to be upset by that.
Neither one of us are very big Anthrax fans.
Yeah, I'm not a big Anthrax fan.
We went to... Were they with... What concert were they?
Testament.
It was Testament. We went to see Testament and we left...
For Anthrax.
Before Anthrax even came on stage. Neither one of us. You already saw them at the Big Four.
I did see them. Yeah.
I've never seen them. I had no interest. Sorry.
Yeah.
I can't stand Scott Ian. I think that guy's an idiot. So
I think he's cool, but
I think he's kind of an idiot.
I'm not a big fan of theirs. But anyway, so Anthrax, Death Clock from Metaloc. I can never say it.
Metalocalypse.
Yeah.
I don't even really know them, I'll be honest. So.
Right. Birthday, Death Day, Mermaider. Those songs are awesome. Really, they're like their first album. Even their second one's okay, but the third one's weird. So, but yeah, Machine Head.
Okay,
that's one that I like.
Mm-hmm.
Our good friends, Death Cactus.
Yep, Death Cactus. They were like 25 and a half.
Yeah, they were 25 and a half. We were going to put them on the list.
They were like almost there. Death Cactus is the new breed of metal.
Yeah. By the way, we should call this list the list of Fozzy.
Oh, yeah.
As in the list of Jericho.
Yep, the list of Fozzy.
Which Fozzy didn't make the list.
Yeah, Fozzy, they were close. They'd probably be like 113 on my list.
Yes.
Yeah. So they were almost there. Almost there. But,
even though MMR plays, the radio station in Philadelphia, really likes that single. What's it called?
You got me.
Judas? I think it's
okay,
Judas,
yeah.
Judas Kiss, maybe? I don't know. Judas. They like that single down there.
Maybe it's based on Kevin Owens. I don't know. Chris Jericho wrote about Kevin Owens turning on him in WWE. I don't know.
Could be.
I don't know. But
Dio.
Oh.
Dio solo, though.
Dio made it to my list.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh, let me cross out some Dio there.
I did say that, yeah.
Yeah, my bad.
Well, Dio made it to my list.
That's good.
We'll get into that.
Okay, we'll get into Dio.
Okay.
Korn.
Right.
That was a tough one, because Korn's first, 3 albums are really good.
Yeah, they're probably 26. They were all, I almost had them in there. Yeah.
Because their first couple albums were really good, and they're really cool, and we're going to see him in May. His solo thing is going to be added to
that's right.
The festival that we're going to.
Yeah, with Alice in Chains and Ghost and all that, yeah.
The Sword.
Yeah, I'm not, don't really know them too well.
It's a very doom metal band. That's one of my bands that I like. I'm a big fan of doom metal, but yeah, they're really cool. Yeah, they're really cool. Twisted Sister.
They made my list, so I told you that.
We'll get to that. I didn't realize that. Sorry.
Yep.
Deftones.
Yep.
Body Count. And I added them because that last album was really good. They're not on my list, but they should be an honorable mention. And this is Baby Cat's pick.
Yep, this is Baby Cat's pick. Yeah, she threw in her own band into the ring, but
they didn't make the list.
No, we were like Baby Cat. Nah, that's You get to add one band, but we're not adding to the list.
Yeah,
sorry,
they didn't make the list of Fozzy.
Nah.
So it's Baby Metal.
Yep.
To go with Baby Cat.
Baby Cat would be into Baby Metal.
Yeah, she would really be into Baby Metal.
I've heard her dancing around and headbanging to Baby Metal a couple times. So.
Yep. So now on to the list.
As she sits here and menacingly stares at us from inside the closet.
Yeah, she's a brat.
Kind of creepy, but
yeah,
that's what she does. She makes sure we do the podcast well, or otherwise she's like, listen, my name's on this podcast. I'm going to sit here and stare at you guys like a director and make sure this is good. So.
Yep.
Okay.
Diva.
So we get to the list.
You just made the list.
I did just make the list.
We should get that soundbite.
Yeah, Chris Jericho likes to us then. No. Okay, so I'll start off.
Okay.
With my number 25.
Yes.
And I'll make a little argument for this. I'm going to get laughed at by a lot of people for this.
I don't think so.
But I don't care.
What it was.
I'm going to preface this with, if you help to create or further an entire genre, you get kind of some bonus points from me.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this genre is considered a joke by big metalheads, and I'm doing metalheads in quotations. You can't see it, but I am. But it is a genre of metal, and they were some of the big guys behind it. So my number 25 is going to be, and this is purely solely the first album.
Go ahead.
Linkin Park.
That's right.
Yes, Linkin Park. Yes, I know they did not. They kind of moved away from metal towards the end before Chester passed, but that first album helped create the genre of nu metal. Mm-hmm. Again, probably looked down on by a lot of metal fans,
yeah,
but
everyone likes nu metal.
It is an entire genre, and at the time it was kind of cool because at the time it was. Now you can argue. I don't know if some people say maybe Korn's part of that, maybe not, but at that time, those were the big bands. It was Korn, Linkin Park, again on a lesser scale, Limp Bizkit.
Ugh.
Yeah, and some other ones mixed in there.
Notice that we did not put Limp Bizkit
No,
anywhere
sorry.
even near our note lists.
Sorry. They're actually like 0. Like, they're so good and so awesome that they're not even top. They're like 0.
Tell everybody about your story before we go on to the list. Kevin has a story about Limp Bizkit and
Linkin Park.
So
in high school, there was a K-Rock, which is the old 92.3 rock station, which was awesome. It's kind of like your WMMR now.
Yeah.
They actually played really good stuff. Not the same things over and over again. And they did a festival, kind of like WMMR Barbecue. Mm-hmm. It was called Summer Sanitarium.
Yeah, awesome.
Because Metallica was the headliner.
Yes, of course.
So I'm in high school. Wasn't a huge Metallica head at the time. I mean, I knew the big ones, of course, but it wasn't a huge Metallica head.
He didn't like Metallica.
Nah, actually, this concert was part of the reason I really started to like them, because then I started delving into them more, and I started finding some of the catalog you don't normally hear.
Right.
Then I became a Metallica fan. But it had Mudvayne, who
awful.
Never liked, still don't like, don't care. I specifically went for Linkin Park.
Terrible.
They were the 4th band, right before... No, actually, they were the 3rd band, actually. They were the 3rd band on.
They were the 3rd band? Really?
Limp Bizkit was actually bigger at the time.
Oh, that's awful.
Limp Bizkit was 4th, right at Metallica. So I actually specifically went for Limp Bizkit and Linkin Park. And Deftones. I was a big Deftones fan. Still am.
It's fine.
And 4th on the list was Metallica. I was like, okay, cool. I've never seen them. They're like one of the biggest bands in the world. All right, I guess that'll be kind of cool to see. But I'm here for Linkin Park, right?
Oh, my God.
Show was awesome.
Yeah, I know.
Even Limp Bizkit was like stupendous. And then Metallica came on and
knocked all them out.
Blew my mind, and I said, okay, these guys I really have to delve into more.
It's Metallica.
So that's my little story. But Linkin Park, number 25 for me, and that's my argument that they helped with an entire genre move forward.
Yes.
They were very popular, so...
Well, my number 25 is Power Trip. Now, this is a newer, up-and-coming metal band. I think you need to listen to them more.
I don't know them at all. I've never heard of them.
Yeah, you really need to listen to them. If you're, into Pantera, definitely thrash metal band, you would really like these guys. I think they're great. I want to see them the next time they come around. 2 of our friends went and saw them, and they said that they were great. And I really want to go see them at some point, so... Yeah, so Power Trip is number 25 for me.
Okay. I feel like we're going to have a lot of differences here.
Yeah, that's why I said originally we were going to try and make a top 25 list combined, and I was like, it's not going to work because my tastes in metal are different than yours, and I was like, it's just going to be really bad.
Yeah, this podcast wouldn't have made it past 25.
It wouldn't, yeah, no, it wouldn't.
We'd be like an hour and a half in and still on 25.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so you were probably smart on that one.
Yeah. So go ahead. What's your number?
Okay, 24. I got Black Label Society.
Ooh, good one.
Yeah, they're great, good. Love Zakk Wylde. Probably one of my favorite guitarists ever. But they're not up there in the top echelon of metal bands. That's why they're at 24.
They didn't even make my list.
So there you go. I just like him because I put them on there just because they're continuing the Ozzy metal.
Yeah, which is cool.
I mean, Ozzy obviously still tours and is around, but he's basically
not
like
anymore.
Well, yeah.
Supposedly.
But he's continued the Ozzy type of metal on after Ozzy.
Yes.
And obviously he started with them. And I like that. So
yeah.
No real big argument there. I just put him 24 because I like that they continue the Ozzy music.
Yes.
Okay. So what's yours?
Mine is Meshuggah.
Again, another band that I am not into.
Yeah, they're insane. Another Swedish metal band. I just put them on here. I'll listen to them once in a while, but I put them on here because I felt like they had to be on here because they're super metal and awesome. And
didn't Leather Jacket Sean get punched in the face?
Yeah, he went and their pits are really crazy, and he got punched in the face.
Yeah.
He's
very proud of it.
I had to put them on here because I don't think you can have a metal list without them, so they're on here.
Interesting. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
23. I've got Twisted Sister coming in. Now you're probably gonna disagree with me there. But their first album, Stay Hungry, is a great metal album. And again, another genre that is near and dear to my heart that most metal fans are probably going to turn the podcast off right now.
It's hair metal.
It's hair metal. I love
you can't deny hair metal.
Again, it's another part of metal. I know it
was a genre.
Not every metal means, is the growling and all stuff. I know some metalheads, that's all metal is to them. But there is other forms of it.
Yes.
Just like there's many forms of rock. And hair metal is part of it, and Twisted Sister was one of the big ones, obviously.
Yeah. I will admit, though, I don't know if that's like, is that the album before like they got famous or?
No, that's the album that made them famous.
Oh, so it's got like